The older I get, the more I hear myself saying, when I was your age. I never thought in my life that I would say that with such dignity and pride. Like, I remember when I was your age, as I speak about all the different things that happened when I was a teen, all the different things that happened when I was a child, and comparing those things to what my children are going through today. Now, I'll tell you right now, there were some things about my past that were definitely harder than what my children are facing today, but there are definitely things about what my children are facing today that my experiences don't compare to. My experiences don't compare to. And there's this moment in our life, okay? Like, we can think of the glory days, for instance. We can think of the good things, the wonderful things, the beautiful things that we experienced in the past. We can think about the horrible things, the rough things, the challenging things, the sad things, the depressing things, the overwhelming things that we experienced in the past. And here's the struggle, okay? Here's the challenge. It anchors us there. When we think about the past, when we dwell on the past, when we dwell on the things that happened before, when we concentrate our energy and effort on thinking about those things, we find ourselves anchored there. We find ourselves tethered there. And it keeps us from moving forward. If you think about the glory days, okay? If you think about the past and always think and always dwell on the fact that it was better than what you're experiencing right now. If you look back and say, oh, I remember when it was this way. Or I liked it so much better when things were different. I liked it so much better then. Or you look at the past and you think about all the horrible things that happened. You know, it can stir fear. It can stir doubt. It could stir insecurity. Like, in both realms. I mean, if you think about the past and the glory days, you may begin to feel insecure about the future days because you fear that the future days will be no comparison to the latter days. The days that were before. The days that, I'm sorry, not latter days, but the days that experienced in the past that were good are going to cast a shadow on the hope and security that we have of the future days. The past days and all their insecurities and difficulties and challenges are going to cast a shadow on the future because we're going to fear that we are destined to repeat those things. We are destined to experience those things again. We have such doubt and insecurity, and it tethers us to the past, but we've got to start making some moves. We've got to start making some motions. We've got to start making some decisions. Philippians 12 and 3:13 talks about this experience where we begin to, where Paul is saying, look, I'm not there. I've not experienced it. I've not gotten to that place. I've not arrived at that place, but you better believe I'm going to shoot for it. You better believe I'm going to pursue it. You better believe I'm going to chase after it. You better believe that I'm going to, with all my energy, effort, and attention and my focus, I'm going to chase it with passion. I'm going to chase it with desire. I'm going to chase it with the craving that the future is better, that the future is more brilliant, that the future is more bright, not necessarily because the external circumstances are better or more secure or more safe, so to speak, but because the future days are more connected to Christ. The future days are more connected to God. The future days are more of promise. The future days offer us eternity. Whatever the future holds will be affected by how we view it. Whatever the future holds will be affected by how we view yesterday. Whatever the future holds will be affected. I mean, it could be something that happened just the day before. It could be something that happened in the hours of this morning. It could be something that happened in all different moments. But I tell you right now, you are going to miss out if you focus on the past, because you are going to be held there. You are going to be stuck there. You are going to dwell there instead of dwelling in the moment. And instead of dwelling, yes, we shouldn't focus too much on the future because it causes us to miss right now, but you better believe that the future can be brighter, more brilliant, more wonderful, more incredible. If we look at the last 3 months of doubt and insecurity and fear of what this virus did, all of those things, we're not going to be able to experience the delight of the future, the delight of what's coming, the delight of His goodness and His glory, and the delight of what's going to happen tomorrow. Guys, don't be tethered to the past. Don't be anchored there. Release it.